Hey everyone, my name is Banan Patel and today we are going to solve a LeetCode problem number 3512, which is minimum operation to make array sum divisible by k. So here we have given a description about problem statement, and once I will go through it about with the problem statement, and then I will explain you what the problem statement says, and then we will start writing code. So you are given an integer array nums and an integer k. You can perform the following operation any number of times. Select an index I and replace num of I with num of nums I minus 1. Return the minimum number of operations required to make the sum of the array divisible by k. So here we have to create a sum of all the array elements which has to be divisible by k. And we have to also make sure that the operation which we will be doing will be minimum number of times. So I will initialize two variables, as first for sum and another for count, which we will in count we will be tracking for how many number of times the negative minus 1 has to be done in our array elements. And in sum we will calculate that if the number is been uh, divisible by k or not. So now we will run one while loop. In this while loop we will check that if first of all we will sum all these array elements from I equals to 0, and it will goes up to nums dot size, and I must be increment by 1 only. You have to just add nums dot I, and now we will run one while loop. In this while loop we will check as if some percent of k does not equals to 0, then we have to sum minus minus and count must be plus plus. If while loop does not works, then we got to know that our sum has been divisible by k, and we have to at last we have to return count. So here the code is, as first of all we had initialized two variables as sum and count, and sum will track all the array elements total, and count will be further used for minimum number of time we are using uh, we are doing operation on the sum. And the for loop will be summing all the array elements into one single variable, and then while loop will check that if the sum is divisible by k or not. If it is divisible by k, then it will while loop will not run, and the 15th line will be running, and it will return count, and count is minimum number of time we had used our operation. Now let me submit this. We had successfully passed 855 test cases, and has runtime 0 milli per second, and it used 45.34 MB memory. So thank you very much.